Hello, wonderful people. Man, I don't know where you're watching this from, but I just pray that today has been an amazing day. Talon here, I know that Pastor spoke this past Sunday, but he generously asked me to step in and to do the Sunday continued. Oh my gosh, we had an incredible Sunday. Besides, I think 30 people got water baptized. Pastor gave an incredible, insightful word that I believe that you and me could all benefit from. And it stems from this verse in Proverbs 3:5-6. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding." Your mind and own understanding is not the right or dependable way. In all of your ways, acknowledge him and he shall direct your path. And I think that it's something that we could all benefit from because like you, like me, I can tend to live head first and not heart first. I can tend to try to follow God in my own understanding, my own knowledge of who he is, and I fail. Because if I try to understand God with my head instead of my heart, I'll be stuck to my own understanding, my own ability to understand God. But he never called us to do that. He actually called us to live outside of our minds. That was Pastor's message title, Live Beyond Your Mind. And I think it's so interesting that we can look at a moment in Jesus's life and Jesus's ministry, and he's with his tribe. He's in his hometown. He's with his people. He's with the neighborhood kids that he grew up with. He's with the teachers. He's with the storefront owners. He's with his family. And it says that they threw disses, they threw slurs, they threw these comments at him to almost try to belittle him and say that, oh, he is out of his mind. But it's true. Jesus is out of his mind. You were called to be out of your mind. I'm called to live outside of my mind, outside of my understanding, because faith isn't to be understood with your head, it's to be believed with your heart. And something so powerful that Pastor was saying is when you lean on your own understandings, when Talon leads on his own understandings, I come to my own conclusions. And typically your conclusions are not God's thoughts, plans, ideas, or purpose for your life. Friends, you have a plan, you have a purpose. It says that even when you were being formed in your mother's womb, God had a plan for you. And I implore you with everything in my being, Pastor implores you with everything in his being, that if you want to see that plan come into fruition, you have to learn to live beyond your understanding, to live beyond your mind, and to start living in faith from your heart, believing and trusting and leaning and acknowledging him in all of our ways. Because like I just said, he has a plan for you. It's better than you could ever dream up yourself. He knows you better than you know yourself. And if you would just trust in him, get out of your head. Man, just whisper that throughout your day when you start to overthink, when you start to overanalyze things, when you start to come up with narratives in your head of what they're thinking or what's going to happen or blah, 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 blah. Like, we need to get out of this and start living from here. And I just implore you today, trust in him, and he will make your path straight. Acknowledge him in all things and live with faith. Live outside of your head. He has a great plan for you. And we love you, and we're so blessed that you would be a part of this ministry. Hey, I barely even scratched the surface of what Pastor said. Go back to the message, send this to somebody who you think needs it. But I implore you again, live outside of your mind and start living in your heart. Have a blessed day. Hope to see you guys Sunday.